Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So basically, different manager, same outcome. Yet again, we've missed a great opportunity to get into the top four of the Premier League. In a match that really we should have been out of sight before Burnley even attempted a shot on goal. We were down from a deflected goal by Burnley. Unfortunately, it came off the excellent Aiden Heaven and it counted as an own goal. But then we came back. And in the second half, Sesko, who had the most chances, I think he had about 7 shots on goal, scored a double. And everything looked rosy. Yeah, here we go. And the away fans were bouncing up and down, and we were expecting an avalanche of goals. But what did we do? Again, one defensive lack of concentration, especially by Martinez, and it gave Burnley the chance to come back. And a great strike it was, but he should never have been in that position to shoot. Simple as that. When Fletcher announced his first squad to play, it was good to see Bruno was back as captain. And then on the bench, we had the backup of Mount, Mainu and Maguire. So it was a stronger squad than we've had in recent matches. So really, we should have done a lot better. He started with a back four, but I think the mistake he made was having Patrick Dogu on the left-hand side when he's been proven his worth on the right-hand side in recent matches. And Kuna is better on the left, coming inside on his right foot. But no, it didn't start like that. Okay, credit to Dogu. He did have the assist for one of Sesko's goals with a great cross. But again, he spent a lot of the match on his backside. He's so easy to knock down. And the referees aren't buying it anymore, really. It was great to see Sesko grab a couple of goals. That will do his confidence the world of good. But he did have about 7 chances on goal. So, what's next? Well, next is Brighton at the weekend in the FA Cup. And they drew 1-1 at City tonight. So that's not going to be a pushover, especially at Old Trafford when our form has been quite poor, to be honest. But the question is going to be is whether we're going to have somebody else in charge, or is Darren Fletcher still going to be there? I mean, looking at the pictures of Wilcox and Omar in the stands at Turf Moor, they were expressionless. They were just looking like zombies. I don't think they were quite believing what they were watching. So it would be interesting to see which way they go. There are various rumours that they're going to call Solskjaer or Carrick back. My personal choice, if they go down that route, would be to get Carrick in until the end of the season and see how he does. And if they don't stick with him, then get somebody on a permanent basis. Maybe Glasner from Palace. Who knows? But, as I said, we're still in 6th position in the Premier League, but we did miss the chance to go 4th. And we can't keep affording to miss those chances. If we want European football, we can't rely on winning the FA Cup. We've got to basically get in those top positions. And we've got to find a way, whoever the manager is, they've got to find a way in getting our lads to kill teams off. Because we're letting them in too easily. So, talking about the players, let me go through my ratings out of 10 for each player. Le Mans, 5 out of 10, had nothing to do. He had nothing to do. And yet, Burnley still managed to get 2 goals. Martinez, 6 out of 10. I think he was at fault for their equaliser. He was not on the player who was going to strike. He should have been closer to him. Aiden Heaven, 6 out of 10, was unlucky to get credited with an own goal. And he nearly made up with a far post header that was just wide. Diego Dalot was okay, 6 out of 10. Luke Shaw, 6 out of 10. Again, just okay. Casemiro, 6 out of 10. He was at fault, I think, for their first goal because he didn't track the player who was attacking and he was slow to catch up. Ugarte, actually, again, I've said it before, I'm a critic of Ugarte, but he had a good match, 6 out of 10. Bruno came back, thank God he's back. Okay, he didn't play the full match, but he did manage an assist, so 7 out of 10 for Bruno. Kuna, 7 out of 10. He was subbed, not quite sure why, because he was still a threat. Whether he's got a minor injury or not, I don't know. Patrick Durgu got an assist, 6 out of 10. But again, some of his final decisions and the way he goes down too easily, not a great sight. My man of the match was Sesko, 8 out of 10, purely because he did manage to get 2 goals. I think it will boost his confidence and hopefully he can stride on from now. As regards the subs that were made, Mason Mount came on, didn't really offer that much, 5 out of 10. Yoro, same thing, 5 out of 10. Mainu came on, tried his best in midfield, but didn't really do that great, 5 out of 10. Xerxes was terrible. Again, his first touch, his hold-up play was non-existent, 4 out of 10. But Lacey came on. Now Lacey, 6 out of 10. Had 2 efforts, one with his first touch in the game, hit the crossbar, and the second, he curled in a shot that was just inches wide. So, want to see more of Lacey. If he can do that, let's get him playing. At least until Ahmad comes back anyway. So, as regards Darren Fletcher, I would probably go for 6 out of 10. He hasn't got the experience. I don't think he's got the personality to take over as manager. I think he did an okay job, but we need to get somebody in there, because if we don't get somebody in quickly, we're going to lose that chance of finishing in any top 4 or 5 position. What do you think? How do you think we did? Are you as disappointed as me? Or do you think it was an okay match, seeing as though we've just replaced the manager? Love to hear your thoughts. Please leave them in the comments. Continue to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.